Everybody, welcome back to Conventional Anime. We are Liam and Zeke. We are here for you. We're also continuing One Piece.
I forgot what happened. What's happening here?
They're trying
Robin
to
snapped him.
Yeah.
And this hypocrite.
He really is. I never thought about that.
Well, I guess he fought Luffy to get permission to leave, whatever that means. Because that was a terrible fight.
He fought Luffy to get
I don't remember
the
that
ship.
fight. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember that.
He fought Luffy to claim
you...
the ship.
What?
He fought Luffy to claim the ship.
Oh, it wasn't even to leave then. Okay, so he's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Does anyone even talk about that Luffy Usopp fight? It's like I guarantee no one who remembers that fight.
A lot of people do.
That's sad.
They bring it back up on the show a handful of times.
Oh, they show it, huh?
Yeah. They talk about it a lot, here and there throughout the show.
Oh God.
At least within the next 100 episodes, they talk about it here and there.
Oh boy, One Piece. I forgot you have 1,000 shows, 1,000 episodes.
It's so weird thing that they can handcuff him like that. His arms are weird.
I'm sure he could break out of those. He just doesn't want to.
Oh, easily. Ooh. Robin's like expectations, like she doesn't know anything that's happening. She's just going with it. She's really oblivious to everything. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't call her oblivious. I think she just doubts whether she's worthy of friendship or not.
Well, no, there's more that's coming out of this outside of what Robin's plans are for leaving the crew. Whereas she doesn't know what, like CP9 or the government's going to do. And like Frankie was talking about a little bit ago on the train, talking about ancient weapons and stuff, and she was just like, oh crap, I just realized I'm probably going to be used for a lot more than I think.
I'd call that ignorant. Or not ignorant. I would just call that oh, okay, weird. New opening.
New opening, hell yeah.
I would say so. I just don't think that the term you're looking. I don't think the term you're looking for is oblivious, because oblivious, the definition of that is it's something
unknowing.
That's painfully aware and you just are too dense to get it. They're being very secretive with Robin, so I don't blame her for not picking up on it.
And I guess there's also another term for that. It's something that us viewers, I don't know what the actual word is for it, but us viewers know what's going on, but the characters don't. Or certain characters don't.
It's omniscient or something like that.
Yeah. Or I guess foreshadowing could be another term for it, but no, not really.
I like how they show characters that we have barely cared to notice. Oh, fucking Shanks.
And Shanks.
It took what, one opening for them to realize, oh shit, we forgot Shanks.
Yep. This is a good opening.
Oh, these bodies are not formed correctly.
No.
Usopp, you're not part of the crew. Going Mary's dead. Nah, this is what you mean, huh?
What, that we have more openings with the Going Mary?
Excuse me?
Oh! Wow, this is an opening.
Oh my god.
Oh, so you saw the staff there.
What the fuck is Chopper doing? Chopper went Attack on Titans.
You said you wanted Chopper to do more.
I know. I'm curious to what's gonna happen there.
Yeah. I'm excited to get your opinion on it.
So Robin's not gonna fight? She's a damsel in distress in this one?
That's a good way of putting it.
They started Robin early. They just they started her nerfing early.
No, she fights in here, but for a little bit she is.
Robin is so OP if they wanted her to be, but they just don't. Oda does very weird stuff with his power scaling. Sometimes he will just give them increases, and sometimes he'll just nerf them.
Yeah, there are some characters like Litter on the show where they have like bounties in the billions, but they're the weakest characters you ever see. They're mainly there just for clout or to just like showcase a character.
I mean, you have that with Usopp, so I don't I understand because Usopp's bounties. I'm sure when he puts his out, that's not going to make any sense. And that's another thing too. Bounties could not only mean physical strength, Leah. Because
it could be knowledge,
case,
wealth.
Literally, Robin is not physical strength; it's the knowledge she knows that made her bounty so high.
Yeah, her being able to read poneglyphs and stuff like that.
Well, being part of the old civilization or whatever they called her family, her people.
Did we miss the part where Usopp and them got picked up?
Hey man, I'm along for this weird ride. I have no idea what's going on. This whole arc is a mess. And you said when we got to Enies Lobby, it was going to get a little bit more structured, but yeah, this is a mess.
It's a mess, but it's going to get into it. It's going to be structured. We're going to skip a handful of filler halfway through Enies Lobby, and then the show is going to start feeling more layered.
But it's just sad that, like, Oda, this is like your 5th attempt of doing this when you split the party up, and it's still shambles. Like, he had it more cohesive back in Arlong. How did he go backwards?
Say, for a while, so the structure is really weird because it like everything stays together and then it separates very quickly.
No, but he did it since Arlong. Like, Arlong did that too because he had Zorro by himself over in Arlong Park with the octopus.
Oh yeah, they do one-on-one fights throughout the entire of the show.
No, but what I'm saying is like Arlong's arc was so good, pacing wise, and like with all of the different characters in different places, it still flowed really well. It's like he's kind of getting too complicated, and it's just not flowing.
It could also feel that way because of the anime. The anime does things differently and paces things differently.
And that's a bad thing because you're making the fans just blame Oda for this, even though we don't know how much the director is messing up the pacing because I don't follow the manga.
Yeah.
So you're really banking on the fan base to read the manga and then compare it to the anime. I wonder, we probably need to like look into like videos that details the differences of the manga versus anime. I'm sure there's so much it makes you like disgusted.
I feel like we should do a like a chapter read as well, where we read arcs on the manga and then do like story driven like things comparing the two.
Jesus, what the So they're introducing the Goon Squad that the opening showed.
Yeah, they're introducing the rest of the government that we're going to be seeing here for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he can't do anything. Gotcha. Man, this is your life, huh?
Yep.
That's your existence.
Okay. I forgot that we were seeing it another time. Great. Down.
Yo, I thought Impel Down was gonna tank our views, but I don't see us coming out of season 4. Season 4. I mean, is there even a point to continue past season 4? Like, there's no way people are gonna view season 5 and beyond. This is
Wait,
crazy, Liam. This is tanking YouTube views.
I don't know. We actually been getting a whole lot of views on Water 7.
Yeah,
A
we need
lot
to
more
start.
than the other seasons and other arcs.
We need to we really need to start putting out this like bite-sized content.
Yeah.
We got to capitalize on it. This is what are we doing? This is embarrassing, man. The whole Usopp fan base, man. Y'all need to sit down. Y'all need to don't stand up anymore. Oh my god, those two.
So okay, so this is where the term oblivious comes into mind.
Yes. Fuck.
Two characters don't realize the Usopp.
This is par for the course with these two. They're the babies, man.
Yep. Wow, she remembers him from that far ago.
Come on, dude.
And left. Now, he's really good at not monologuing. I can't remember that. Every time I want to remember that word, I remember a word. When I don't want to remember the word, it's coming out everywhere. This the word that you just where you're making stuff up on the go.
Improv.
Improv. Thank you. He's pretty good at improv. Obviously, this is written, but he's good at improv for just coming up on the spot.
This is what's called a mental breakdown, Liam.
It is. Sanji getting
Thankfully,
serious.
someone's being the adult in the room.
Yeah. Buster cold. His ability is really cool. I have to say the door fruit is awesome. It's powerful. An wow, I can't even say that word. Dang. The government just drawing themselves into her body and mind, forcing things onto her. CP9 is gonna be a real big issue in ENIES lobby. Ah! Yeah, but I think she deserves to be rescued. Anybody that is like down or sad or depressed, there's always somebody out there to bring somebody up, or at least to bring them up in general. For railway maintenance. That's a really good recollection of that. Holy crap!
He's a shipbuilder, Liam. He knows schematics.
But like, look at that! It looks like it's caving in on itself. It looks so good.
That's an artist.
There's so many theories that tie Enies lobby and why there's possibly a giant hole right there.
In the middle of the earth?
Yeah.
Who cares if there's a hole?
And we've actually, now that we've seen Enies lobby and seen it, and then and we've also gone through Skypiea, one of the biggest theories is that the final island is underneath there. A place where nobody can get to because the government is literally right on top of it. That is one of the biggest theories right now. And I have to say, it's a really good theory. $60 people doing a raid? How many people do you think would be necessary for a raid?
A raid on what?
Like any type of like facility like this for 2,000, 3,000 people.
I mean, do you want me to get political,
60...
Liam?
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking
only
more
one
like
thing pops into mind recently, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I'm thinking more like anime logistics. How many
one.
people? One.
Plot armor.
Okay. Plot armor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they have pet sea kings.
Yep.
All right.
And that's also a gate into the Calm Belt too. That's cool.
The wall is like transparent.
It's transparent.
You didn't see that? You could see through it.
I couldn't see through it.
Okay, I guess I'm high.
Maybe.
Seeing through the matrix because that was transparent.
I'll have to go back through and look at it then. Just dives over.
I mean, I'm glad he's using his brain for once. It's so easy. He still landed on the gate. How are you? He weighs like 90 pounds. You mean he couldn't just fling all the way to the building?
Guess not.
I don't even know what your plan was. It sounded pretty ignorant.
I think they were just gonna barge in and call it good.
That was a stupid plan. You wasted all of our time.
I wonder if this is the like within these next 2 episodes we actually get to see that one scene in the opening. I just realized there's a car in the front of it. That's cool. Don't even notice him. That's so cool. I love this architecture. that they decided to go with for this, because it feels very like Alabasta for some reason. Very Egyptian with the shape and design. And the buildings look very mosaic too. It's cool. I like it. Also, armored Marines. They look cool. Imagine if Kobe was there fighting against Luffy. That'd be a sight to behold.
Are they copying Axel Morgan's look?
No.
Protecting the jawline?
Oh, that's something to know. Maybe like Axel Morgan was like the one that like founded some of the armor types or variants. So much for the armor. I guess this is where we just talked about like one person will be fine against 2,000, 3,000 people.
Yeah, I've watched a couple animes in my time, Liam.
I know. I read all of Welcome to Demon School, Irma-kun, and I started catching up on My Hero Academia.
Nice.
And I have to say the pacing of My Hero has really like stretched itself.
Oh, he's slowing down.
No, but yes, all at the same time. It's like it's super slow when it doesn't need to be, and then it just speeds, it skyrockets in speed. Anyways, oh, that's right. Okay, hold on. Before we go to the next episode, I think this is really cool. They did at the end of this episode, or end of this whole arc, they showcase fan art that kids and fans of the show did, and that was sent into the show, and they show here at the end of the episode. Cute. I think it's really cool.
That's very cute.
Anyways, cool. Next episode.
Hey, Japan, gold star.
Right?
I wonder how does yeah, see, look at that.
Hello. Oh yeah, I see. It's transparent. That's weird. But yeah, you see there's no walls around it. It's just a giant gate.
It's a circle.
Just a giant circle. Welcome back, everybody. We're back. We just got through half the episode. 9.5 minutes of recap.
Bruh. Come on. People had to have been mad, right?
Oh, yeah.
This has to be a complaint. But then they continue.
Huh?
How does Japan allow this? There's no other show I would sit through 10 minutes and say, this is fine. We can watch this for another 800 episodes.
This is super weird. Okay, I'm looking at buying winter gloves, right? Because it's going to get colder. While they're still doing more recap. And it won't let me buy gloves until like I measure my hand.
That makes sense because it's what, leather, right?
This is deer pelt.
It doesn't stretch. Only cotton would stretch. So you really do have to make sure it doesn't get too small, otherwise it will never stretch to fit your hand.
Oh dang. That means I have to be careful about what I purchase.
Yeah. Welcome to the, trying to get something that's actually good quality. Because the more cheap you go, then obviously it's just like, oh yeah, large, medium, small. But like if you want something that's built to last and like pretty good, yeah, you want to make sure it fits snug on your hand. Because if it's too loose, then it's like, what's the point? Too small, can't wear it. And it really just depends on the material. So yeah, you went to like a higher quality material, and it doesn't really stretch.
Yeah, it's like these are like $20 gloves. They're not too expensive.
But it's the material.
Yeah.
$20 is still expensive for gloves, though. I mean, think about it. You can get a bargain glove for like $2.
Okay, so I'm reading reviews, and people are saying don't buy these. They don't work for anything that's not like 40 degrees and under.
Yeah. I was trying to look for like snow gloves and stuff, and they were basically like, most of them were like, once it gets wet, it's ruined. I'm like, well, then what's the point of the gloves? So technology still not quite ready to propel the cold.
No. I do have gloves though, but they're just really massive. And for driving, I don't know if I need anything massive. Oh.
Shout out to Luffy being this strong.
Oh my god, look what
Also,
he's doing to this guy.
I mean, he's bondage, right? Like this is just this is a wild type of this is wild.
I really like the art direction that they decided to go here. I know this is a little weird, but the characters, even though that they're just fighting, like they're just pawns, they all have different like visual designs with their facial structures.
Yeah, that goes away.
Yeah.
that goes away.
Like you can see, like their faces are all different here.
Yes. This is
It's
what
cool.
I was very happy that this is how they used to do it, and something went horribly wrong because you told me, yeah, don't get used to this. It doesn't last.
It goes away. Yeah. Imagine if One Piece did its arcs and its like its stories and its seasons, how more current anime do things now, where they have like a year gap in between arcs. People would be upset.
No one would be upset. No one would be upset. No one would be upset because ultimately they're getting content direct from manga with no fluff. And
Okay.
it's not like they have nothing else to do. Like there's so much anime out there. You can wait a year or two to get the next season of One Piece.
I feel like the American audience wouldn't be as upset, and it would actually be very fine with it. Whereas the Japan audience might be a little bit more upset that they're not getting a new episode every week.
I definitely can't speculate on Japan. They have proven to me how different they think over there. So I couldn't even say if that's anything.
Yeah. Also, I like how this guy is the bigger like leader of everything, but he has no paperwork. He has nothing on his desk other than a spilt mug and a snail.
He's definitely a clown. He's definitely a clown.
You think you'd have more paperwork if he's like controlling the judicial island? Like, dang, that's massive. Woogie
The audacity to put this in there. 3 minutes of content? Like what? Like maybe 5 minutes of content? And they say, yep, good enough.
I told you early on in the show, I think before we even reached Alabasta, we're like, just know that a lot of the show is going to go away because it's just going to be opening. And just think, when we get to the time skip and all that fun stuff, we're going to have a 3-minute opening on top of a 2-minute introduction about what pirates are.
You know?
And then we're going to do a recap, and then you're going to have 10 minutes of episode. And then our podcasts are only going to be 30 minutes.
You know what's funny?
What?
That's when we could just catch up, Liam.
Oh, easily.
We literally can just jump into a call, start recording, and just catch up, knowing that's going to get cut out.
Yep.
Oh, this man was brought. Oh, well, bye. Hey, she actually fought. They're fighting. Those two are great besides their hair. What?
Bedhead is coming out of my nose?
You can do that?
That's weird.
Oh, that's his devil fruit?
I don't think he has a devil fruit. What do you think his devil fruit would be? Inconvenient nose hair?
But, like, it was on his head, and it got teleported to that dude.
I think it's a gag.
Okay. I'm so disappointed.
A serious character made, like, funny.
Her nose, bro. Who's your favorite, the yellow or the pink one?
Yellow.
Yeah, mine too. Man, Frankie's family is just not it.
No.
How do you find these cats, Liam?
I feel like at some point they do a recap. Or it could also be like a filler episode.
Yeah, like what's the side story here?
Or maybe there's like 10 minutes of like something that happened that showcased how they were found.
I would
Because I
have probably
remember,
drew like a manga chapter for them personally.
because I remember seeing a portion of it where like Frankie was like wandering around the island of Water 7 and he was just finding homeless people and befriending them, and then they joined his family.
Okay.
And then that's how they all came about.
What was the story of finding those two girls for him though?
Same thing, I feel like. But I instead of being homeless, I think they were abandoned.
Oh. The music's bumping though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's grass growing on the. That's
On
grass.
on the wall.
Yeah.
I think that's. I don't think that's grass. I think it's just a design.
I mean, it had depth to it though.
It could just be like a marble.
That's a lot of effort to have marble texture like that.
It's the.
Well, I guess it's a
the
fictional
government.
world. I don't know what they would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fictional world. That's another thing too. What's jewelry made of in this world? Is it still gemstones?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like this is just like an alternate world, like an alternate Earth.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Where instead of the Earth being like 70% water, it's 95% water. And people grew up and like transformed and aged differently due to the world being different.
Yeah, because we see giants like this in our world, Liam.
Yeah, you never know.
There's no
Evolution could have been entirely different based off of how much water.
What?
The different amount of like, if there was more water on the planet, like throughout all of time, maybe evolution could have formed people in this direction as well. Different offspring or different.
You heard
genetics.
it here first, people. Liam says, "Drink your water to turn into a giant."
Oh, absolutely. That's
what
exactly
is the circle dude
what
looking
is
like?
Oh my god!
What evolution put him in there, Liam?
I don't know. This guy doesn't even have like a neck. He has a chin.
Bro, this looks straight out of Adult Swim.
This is so weird.
One Piece should have been in the Adult Swim block. No way it needed to be in Toonami.
It was. Oh, I guess was it? I would need to look this up.
It was in Toonami's block, not Adult Swim.
Wow, those were like really well animated, like yells.
I mean, they're flexing on all the wrong stuff, Liam.
They really are. Like, these characters are getting some motion.
All right, Zoro Sanji, snap them. Nah, they wouldn't waste the main cast on these posers. Please don't tell me to waste. Don't waste the main cast on these posers. Please don't show the main cast. Don't do it. Okay, cool.
Big boy Frankie's on the other side of the gate.
When did they have this many people in the family? Who are they hiding them at?
It was all
their
on
house
that thingy.
Their house blew up. Where were they stationed at that didn't get blown up? Oh my god, they're still on the train. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh my.
They were on a different thing. Those other guys.
Oh my god.
Look how far Luffy's already gone. I just think we spent this entire episode just moving forward a little bit. Ooh, look at Luffy looking all badass. He looks very different here.
Those are bad odds for you, Marines.
There's one too many characters. Next episode, maybe we'll walk a couple more feet.
Here we go. Here we go.
So, in the last episode of this that we just watched 2 seconds ago, I'm going to do a little recap because why not? We walked 5 feet. That's pretty much what happened.
We saw the back of Robin's head.
We saw the back of Robin's head, yeah. Oh, also something to note. They showed this. We're going to try and cut in whenever they stop doing the recaps because for some odd reason in the recaps they like to sprinkle in something new. They showcased.
It's not really important new. It's just.
It's not important at all, but it's something to note. Nami was on the train, and because Usopp was there, and Nami got her upgrade to her staff. She asked Usopp how to use it, and Usopp was like, "Oh yeah, let me help you with that." That was it.
Yeah.
And then he monologued, and he was like, "I'm Sniper King, but I know how to use it anyways." Yeah.
This man took his hand. Oh my! Oh hell nah! Nah, man. We gotta see the birth certificates. What's going on with these two?
Imagine being super tiny and fighting giant. They just got flung. Sea Kings.
They really gave the Frankie family 2 episodes.
Right?
They gave them 2. They gave them 2 of our 3, Liam.
They really stretch it. I'm not even joking. In the next, 8 episodes, we're gonna get a couple of episodes where it's just the crew falling for 4 episodes. No, sorry, 5 episodes, because there's... No, 6... I think it's 5 or 6 episodes, because they decided to give us a recap of every single character's backstory. For no goddamn reason. That's in how many episodes? Let's see. It's a little further in.
So at this point, did they catch up to the manga?
8, 9, 10,
Do you remember? Oh, I guess you can't remember.
Roughly. They roughly caught up to the manga. The anime has actually always been, a good, I want to say 20 chapters or so behind.
Are you sure?
No.
They were getting real ignorant. This anime is the way you talked about it. It gets real ignorant at some point. So they must have been right up to the manga.
I'm saying for the most part, they're roughly 20 chapters behind. Then there are some episodes where they decide to cover 5 chapters because not too much happened, or they cover 1 chapter. So then they catch up or they don't. It's a hit or miss. The pacing's all over the place.
I'm glad Japan's changed. We don't need shonen to be a weekly thing. It's not weekly Saturday cartoons no more. And I think the reason they went away from this style is because streaming became so popular. With the internet being so... That's disturbing. That is so disturbing. That's really disturbing.
That also looks insanely painful.
But yeah, since and this was how it was in America too. So it's not just a Japan thing, but when it came to shows designed for kids, they did weekly schedules because TV Weekly made a schedule for kids to follow easy. Internet became a lot more stable, a lot more faster, a lot more accessible. Therefore, that mentality doesn't need to really exist anymore. All the episodes can just be saved on the site. So weekly schedule releases don't technically need to happen unless you do it per season batch. So
yeah,
if you want to release 50 episodes as a singular season weekly, then you take a couple months, years off. It's a lot easier to digest now because you're not trying to fight the TV listing and the TV networks and things like that. A lot more clear going to the internet. But I'm sure in Japan they still do a weekly release on the TV with these type of shows.
Yep. And they also do. They push a lot of like holidays, like specific ones too. So if they decide to take a break, they're still not taking a break because they have to push out a holiday special every year.
But
I feel like
do they show that on any other country, or is it just specific local Japan country?
that might be a specific local thing.
Yeah.
There are episodes like much later, like maybe like the last 20 episodes of One Piece, where they dedicated a whole episode to the backstory of the new One Piece movie that came out.
Which is just marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Do you like that when companies use your something that you like but as a sales pitch or something else?
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah. I feel like it sullies the art that the story was supposed to be for.
You just run around the island.
These people did not move a muscle. They don't even know what's going on. They've just been hearing reports from a snail.
Wow, look at that. They made it to the gate at least, or up there.
Damn, Robin, you look good.
Why wouldn't it look like the gate was moving?
Oh, she looks so good, bro. Robin's so beautiful, man. What did they do to her design? What did they do to you? The worst thing you ever did, Liam, was show me what she looks like now. You could have just had me be so happy for hundreds of episodes. And then it all just comes crashing down.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm so bitter when it comes to Robin.
Choke.
This man looks like every Halloween villain.
Imagine dressing up as the big circle
Bruh,
guy.
the elephant? What's an elephant doing there?
It's the elephant in the room.
I hate it here. Bruh, this dude literally copied. What's that dude? It's like a. Never mind. I'm not even gonna.
We don't talk about the elephant in the room, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
God,
oh God. Here we go. Been a while since she said that phrase.
I feel like that was also the last phrase that she said.
That's all she's good for, besides her looks.
It's just the random sexual harassment joke.
And her looks.
Yep. But that's sexual harassment. We can't talk about
that. Okay. Yeah, you know what he's based off of, right?
No.
Like he's he's literally one of like the older Japanese like art like theater things.
Oh, are you talking about the guy with the pink hair, right?
The guy who was with his palm up,
yeah,
all the time. Like that's literally a oh my goodness.
What?
Is this a game?
I don't remember.
Is that Chopper?
It's the same voice actors.
That's really bad.
Okay, so they show.
Why would you have Chopper, then voice the villain? Like, bruh, have Chopper voice minor characters so we would just. I'm just gonna be hearing two Choppers.
Also, this is super weird. They're just doing a power level ranking.
It's just Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Level 4,000.
This is Who was going to be happy with this?
I don't know.
Give this role to someone else.
This is the only time that they bring up a power level.
But give it to someone else. I don't like this. I don't like this. There's so many people in the world who want voice acting roles. I don't like this.
They reuse a lot of voice actors in One Piece.
I don't like that though, because yeah, they're great at their job. I get that, but it's tough to break into the industry, man.
I mean, you know, the voice of Frankie also voices the voice of number 2.
But we don't see them literally in the same arc yet.
I don't think you see like them in the same room.
Yeah. But this is egregious. I mean, they didn't even try to make it like, okay, Chopper, be different. Like, no, they didn't even say to do that.
No, it's just very obvious.
It's just straight up Chopper twice. At least with Frankie and Mister Two, there's slight differences in their speech and mannerisms. Okay.
That's very random.
Was this their way of saying, "Hey, I hope you guys are gonna bond with these characters now"?
It might be, yeah. They could have just not shown us this, and the arc would have been just as fine.
If it doesn't add anything, don't include it.
Yep. But I think they're trying to elevate the characters that are going to be fought in the next 20, 30 chapters.
Okay, but if Oda didn't do this, don't do it. I guarantee. Like, what's this? Like, oh, see, we really got to see what were the differences from manga to anime.
That might be a good series to do. Is the anime differences?
This is crazy, man. This is wild. Oh, have you started Chainsaw Man?
I'm not going to.
Oh, not a fan.
I love the art style. I can't get behind the.
You must have read into it.
I've seen the author is amazing. The mangaka who did it is an amazing writer, and he has an amazing art style. I just don't like the story. That it's not my type of story to watch.
But you recognize he has good talent for writing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He has an amazing talent for writing a story.
I don't know anything about the show, and I haven't started it. So
there's one manga. I don't remember what it was called, but I saw somebody did a review on it, and it's by the same guy that did Chainsaw Man. But it's a story about essentially the best way to put it is like My Hero Academia, if it was put more into real life civilization.
That must have been like a story he did before Chainsaw Man.
I think it was after Chainsaw Man,
but
or
Chainsaw
I don't remember.
Is he doing both at the same time?
I don't remember. It's been a little bit since I've watched the video, but like it puts the My Hero Academia stuff if it was more realistic, and it's dark as hell. Like the main character is invincible; he can never die. That's his ability. So he goes from town to town and he cuts off limbs when to towns that are like in famine and starving and dying out and stuff like that. And he cuts off of his arms and his limbs and he gives it to people to eat.
Oh, cannibalism! That's dark.
Yeah, because people are starving to death.
But wouldn't they just die from the you get diseases from eating humans?
Oh yeah, most definitely. There are loads of in the world, there are a whole bunch of similar people that have similar abilities, not just but close to similar, but almost like identical as well. And one person comes waltzing into town and decides, these people are starving, I'm just going to kill everybody. And he sets the entire town on fire and kills everyone. Except the main character is there, and he can't die. He's invincible. That's his ability. And so
But he can also regenerate?
He regenerates at the speed of sound. Like, he is like fast regeneration. So he gets caught on fire, and he's just he's permanently on fire because the guy's ability is permanent fire. Whatever he sets on fire is on fire until it is gone. And then the fire still stays. Like, it's permanent fire. So the guy is forever on fire. And that's the whole show, is the main character is invincible and he's on fire.
Wait, this is an anime?
This is a manga.
Oh, okay. You said show. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I phrase those two.
Was this a one shot?
No, this is like a full on thing. I just explained the first chapter to you, essentially.
Oh nah, I'm already tapping out.
It's a gruesome. The guy that does Chainsaw Man is he's a gruesome artist, but he's a really good storyteller.
Yeah, if you're into the edgy, dark stuff, I'm sure it's great. I'm not gonna really. I don't know. I just hear that Chainsaw Man's pretty it's popping off right now. A lot of fans. Who knows? It might not be for me either.
I haven't watched it. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I usually try to give shows a chance. We'll see. We'll see how that does. Maybe you'll hear me talk about Chainsaw Man again. Maybe you won't.
Yeah, maybe next episode of One Piece or conventional anime.
They definitely won't hear me talk about it next episode, by the way. No.
No. We'll forget about the time we get there. Unless we don't bring it back up somehow. The Frankie family. I mean, they had a goal. Their goal was to open up 2 gates.
Bruh.
What?
Ah, Luffy's lost.
What?
Just stretch your arms out. You could have just stretched his arms out.
Balloon Boy. Gum Gum Yo-Yo. I still like that he's like creative with his abilities. That was a transition.
Luffy reaching for the booty.
Damn, girl. Got a strong curve.
None of these girls have booty.
Their upper chest is drawn.
They have back problems for days, man. Well, this was a good setup, Liam. We have an episode of setup.
Yep. Oh.
Thank you, everyone, for watching another episode of One Piece podcast on conventional anime. We didn't even say like the video and subscribe in the beginning, did we?
We didn't, but we can say it now. Like the video and subscribe. There you go. Have a great rest of your night. Happy holidays. Because this will be coming out during the holidays.
Will it?
I think after New Year's. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, I already have my stuff uploaded. I have no idea how the schedule is going to pan out for you.
Actually, I think this all should come out around the holidays.
You said that 3 times now?
I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching.
Happy holidays, and if you don't see it in the holidays, I hope you still have a good day.
Absolutely. Good night,
Take
guys.
Care. Saying good night. What do they seem to at 8 in the morning? Take care, people.